So I love the Invincible finale for season 3, but I have one complaint. Am I the only one that felt like the funeral scene fell a little flat? I'm not saying it was all bad, but I did feel like it needed a little bit more to it. In particular, I found it weird that Mark didn't speak at the funeral because on top of the fact that I'm pretty sure he did in the comic, I really liked the way that him and Rex's friendship developed, and I kind of feel like this would have been a moment where we would have seen that shine through more. From my perspective, it seemed like they grew to be really good friends, and I would have expected more of an emotional reaction out of Mark. But in addition to that, while it's not Mark's fault that Rex died, it was an alternate universe Mark, and I feel like he was already carrying a lot of guilt. Well, it's not fair for Mark to blame himself. Mark was blaming himself for what the other Invincibles did. So I don't know, I just feel like in this scene, it would have made more sense that if he lost a friend to another version of himself, he might have more of an emotional reaction. Listen, I'm not trying to be one of those people that's overly critical of the animation. I do have some issues with it, but I do think people tend to drag that out. But does this convey the same emotion as this? You know, I understand that if you put an insane amount of detail into your characters in an animated show, it's a little difficult to animate them because you have to keep track of everything, like what those details are, where they are, what they look like while they're moving, and it's a bit more complicated than like a still image. But I don't know, I think Mark could have gave us a little bit more in this scene, and I'm a little disappointed they didn't give us that. And this guy, you already took Rex's DNA to make a clone without asking his permission. That was weird enough as it was. I feel like they let you get away with that one way too easily. I feel like I would have more questions, more concerns, maybe HR needs to get involved. But now you're taking his name too? I don't know, man. I don't know if you've earned that. And before y'all attack me for this criticism, listen, I love the episode, okay? Honestly, this season might be my favorite season of the show so far. But I also really grew to love Rex's character development, and I just feel like he deserved more of a send-off at his funeral. Let me know what you think.